Yo, and welcome back to another episode of the Brews and the Boys podcast, rated higher than your favorite beer's ABV percentage. What's up, guys? I'm Dano, aka Cobra Concept, and like always, we've got the infamous.
Garrett, a.k.a. Desperate Saint.
So, what is up? We are live on YouTube. If you have not yet checked us out and subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do so. The link is right below. So, like, you're probably listening to this on Spotify or Apple. You know, you just scroll up. There's the link. Click it.
Click it. We're here.
Just like that.
You
Just
can
like
see
that.
us. You can
It's
see
easy
our
as
reactions.
1, 2, 3.
A, B, C. Simple as do, re,
Do,
mi.
re, mi, A, B, C.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, baby, you and me,
You and
girl.
me.
Boom.
And then you could see us singing. Like,
Yeah, it's
what
awful.
more could you want?
You can see the
More?
hideous faces behind the awful singing.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
me,
hey.
oh, my.
And there we are. There we are live. Wow. I am ugly.
Same, though, so don't feel bad. You're not the only ugly one. We
So
can be
what's up?
ugly together.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. So what's up, guys? If you are new to the channel, we are the Brews and the Boys. We talk about gaming, content creation, streaming, all while cracking a new beer, craft beer, IPA, stout, porter, you name it, that
We
we have
drink it.
never had before. And we're going to drink it the entire duration, and we're going to tell you what we think about it by the end of the episode. So hang tight for that.
100%. Also, real quick before we get into the meat and the gravy, make sure you all check us out on our own personal links. Real quick, you can actually check out the podcast Facebook, Brews and the Boys. It's page, like it, follow it, let us know. Twitter at Brews and Boys, and then you can find the podcast on any major streaming platform as well here on YouTube. But make sure you give us a check. You can find me on pretty much all social media platforms at Desperate Saint. That is Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and of course Twitch, our main platform. Cobra, where can they find you at?
They can find me on almost everything. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I had a Facebook page. I don't really use it. TikTok, YouTube. All under Cobra Concept. I think Twitter's the only indifferent one that says concept_Cobra. But you can find me anywhere. Come hang out, say hello. I've got Orion very needy right now. It's like when you start the podcast, she's like, "Hey, let me sit in your lap."
I want some
I'm like, "Oh
love.
my gosh." So, but you can find me anywhere. We have slowly been trying to branch out and find different social media content, like platforms.
Platforms, yeah.
Trying to see what is really working for us and what we need to push more. So, follow whichever ones you want, whichever ones are best for you. But it would make my day if you followed them all. Wink, wink.
And real quick, we're going to give a shout out. We got Blake, my boy Blake in chat. Blake, what is going on? I'm not staring into your soul. I promise you. But
how's it going, Blake?
Let's do this thing how we normally started out. So if you're new, we like beer a lot. And like Dano was saying, every episode we try a new beer that we've never had. And so we'll crack her open here in the beginning and go through the entire episode, let you know what you think. So starting us out, Dano, what's in that drink?
So let me show the can real quick. It is a Sierra Nevada Summer Break.
Love Sierra Nevada.
It's a session hazy IPA.
That looks awesome.
I thought it was seasoned, but it says session.
It's a session, yeah.
Really cool. It looks like a lake with all the like hops, I guess, in the water. Like there's a tire swing off the tree here.
It's sick.
Yeah, it's honestly really cool. It gets me stoked. It makes me think about the lake. I want to be on the lake right now. I want to be there. We should add that
coming.
To the notes. It's coming. It's going to be here soon, dude. We're going to be on the lake.
We'll hit that up in just a bit.
So yeah, 4.6%.
Nice.
It's family owned, operated, and argued over. That's funny. Sierra Nevada brewed in Chico, California, and Mills Creek. No, I'm sorry, not Mills Creek. Mills River, North Carolina. I don't know why I said creek. Maybe I know.
Just
Mills
water.
Creek?
Just bodies of water.
Yeah. Looks really clean, and I'm pretty excited about it. when we were at the store and I saw like the summer vibes, I was like, oh my gosh,
I'm in. Yeah.
I'm in there.
You picked a
So
good company. I like Sierra Nevada a lot.
I love Sierra Nevada. I think from what I've tried so far, I like them a lot. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Ryan,
She's having the zoomies, man.
she's got the zoomies. It's like the podcast starts and it's like zoomie time. All right, Garrett, tell me, what are you drinking?
So I went with another Voodoo Ranger. I haven't gone wrong with one yet. I've been pretty happy with how they've all turned out. This one's actually super simple design. I love the color of the can though.
Yeah, I like that
And
one.
it's got their little logo. No verbiage, so I can spare you all the that again. But it's the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger IPA. That's all it's called. It's IPA. 7% ABV. Brewed and canned by New Belgium Brewing in Fort Collins, Colorado, and Asheville, North Carolina. I've done quite a few Voodoo Rangers here recently, but they've never disappointed. So I'm totally down.
I'm actually looking at this right now. You've done the Imperial IPA, the Juicy Haze. What was the one with the green and any
Captain Dynamite.
Captain Dynamite?
And now we're going with just the IPA. It's just called IPA.
I like it.
So I'm pumped.
That's actually one of my favorites. I like that one.
Really?
That's a good one.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I remember on the box there was a little bit of verbiage on the box, and it was saying dry hops with like citrus. So right up my alley. Sounds like. So I'm excited.
All right. Well, I guess let's crack these bad boys open. Give them a swig. What do you think?
I was way ahead of you. Cheers.
Right. Cheers to you. Cheers to our listeners. Cheers to our now viewers.
Ooh, good smell.
Sounds good. Oh yeah. We gotta start smelling them more often, you know?
Oh.
I should have set a second one down beside me.
I got my other one ready. I got my backup. I've got my backup.
All right. Well,
this will be a fun one.
This is going to be a fun one. Also, a quick little shout out. Hello, Grace. How's it going? We see you in chat. Thanks for stopping by. Again, we mentioned this last week. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of open it up for like questions. If you have really big questions or comments or concerns or anything, save those for the end. We'll gladly answer those. But if you have like quick little comments, stuff that we're talking about at the time that you want to like add to, bring them on. That is no big deal. We would love to answer those questions.
It's actually a huge deal.
Okay. Well,
I'm kidding. I lie.
He lies. But be sure to like the episode. You know, I'm seeing it right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'd like, it's myself, but I like.
That's the way to do it.
Is that cheating?
No.
We posted it, so like I'm gonna like it, right?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm doing a little going live for Twitter real quick. While we're doing that, go
live on TikTok.
We have to have 1,000 followers first.
Yeah, true. Okay,
but once we do, it's on.
That'd be cool, honestly. Might as well. But anyways, guess what I'm rocking right now, Garrett?
I'm gonna say season 2 Brews&TheBoys merch would be my guess. You
would be wait. In the words of Chris Farley, that is correct. No, I'm kidding. Have you seen that?
No.
Was it Billy Madison?
It's been Billy Madison, so long since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. But yeah, season 2 merch. If you haven't got yours, just go to teespring.com/stores/brews&the-boys. Get your very own shirt. I've actually got a couple different designs here. Let me hold them up. Give me 1 second.
You're good.
You talk for like 5 seconds. I'll be right back.
I'll say, so while he's at it, actually in the description of the live stream, there is actually a link to the merch site. You can check out some cool stuff. Like I said, this is just the basic season 2 recap. Actually, what Dano has on right now is the season 2 recap in the just the tribal tee. Super good looking. I love the design he came up for those. So make sure you all check Make sure you all check that out. But like I said, link is in the bio under. I'm still waiting on mine to come in, but it should be here soon. Also, pretty cool little thing. When you buy some merch, it actually pops up in the community Discord, and we can give you a big old fat shout out. But Dano's got the I Heart Brews with our signature intro rated higher than your favorite beers ABV. I loved the color of that, by the way. That was sick.
That was a really good color.
And got the black on the Brews and the Boys pocket with the can. I still want that can as a koozie. That's sick.
I do too.
And then do we have any hats for season? Do we do hats for season 2 yet?
No, just the same one.
Just the one. Yeah. It's kind of hard to do hats for different seasons, I guess.
It is. Plus, we have to pay for.
I forgot you got to pay
design on each hat.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So.
But,
and coming to local stores and breweries near you.
Brews and the Boys business cards. I've actually still got a stack of all the the original ones.
Oh yeah, I got some new ones. I'm gonna start leaving them at places. So like we go to like a sports park type playing for like volleyball and stuff. I'm just gonna start like leaving these on the table and being like, all right, well, hopefully somebody's gonna snag that.
Oops, and throw just a whole thing of them down.
Oh no, I tripped.
I hope you don't pick these up and I hope you don't pick these up and type in that link in your search browser
and then have to listen to it. Oh no. That sure would be rough. That would be awesome though.
That would be sweet.
Don't do that. Just start throwing them. Dude, get like the money gun. You know when you load the $100 bills and
just shoot business cards out of it?
I'm gonna shoot business cards out, man. That'd be sweet.
That will be sweet. But yeah, I mean, what podcast do you know that talks about gaming and beer and has business cards? Like,
yeah,
sheesh.
This cool podcast, right?
This one, the Brews and the Boys podcast.
Yeah.
Grace says, "Oh no, I hope I don't fall."
Oh no, I hope I don't fall.
That's actually hilarious. That would be good.
That would be funny.
There's a YouTube Shorts idea.
It is. So yeah. And okay, so a little change of pace here. I know you guys are probably wondering this because I just looked over and kind of forgot about it until I read it. You're probably reading the title thinking beer jockeys. What the heck? How'd they come up with that? Well, I'll tell you how. Because the good old-fashioned Kentucky Derby. Now tell me, who actually watched that? Did you watch that?
No,
I didn't actually.
I think I was literally like on my way home getting ready to stream when that was going down.
Yeah. So actually, I missed most of it. I kind of I tuned in at the very end to like see the roses and everything. And I was like, I totally forgot it was at this time. This is kind of awkward. Oh well, I was there in spirit,
of course.
Yeah, but so the winner is, I believe I'm saying this right, Medina Spirit. I honestly don't know the results. I don't know who else
even ran.
Let's look at the full results real quick. So Medina Spirit got first. Second was Mandalone. I don't know how you said that. Number 3 was Hot Rod Charlie. That's a hell of a name.
That is a cool name. I like that.
Essential Quality. Obesos. Midnight Bourbon. Now that's a name. Keep Me in Mind. Helium. Known Agenda. Highly Motivated. Sainthood. Like the King. Bourbonic. Hidden Stash. Brooklyn Strong. Superstock. Rock Your World. Dynamic One. Soup and Sandwich. Somebody was hungry when they came up with that name. And King Fury, which was a stretch.
So can I say something real quick? Whenever you think of, which these aren't really pets, they have some sort of like decent name to them. You know, you've got Barkley, you've got Orion, you've got whatever. Fido, I don't care. That's fine. Who in the hell names these horses? Come here, Soup and Sandwich. You want a carrot? Like, no. No.
Do you want a carrot or do you want celery? You know,
come on, Midnight Bourbon.
Do you want it as a soup or a sandwich? You know, no.
I feel like I'm at Olive Garden.
I do wonder sometimes how they come up with these names. Some of them are wild, and, like, I love some of these names, and then some of them I read them and go, "How the heck did you come up with that?"
But do
Like,
you
"That's weird."
call that horse by, like, when you're calling for your dog, hey
Right.
Orion, come here. Do you say, hey, soup and sandwich, come here,
Which I do shorten her name sometimes.
Orion?
Sometimes I
But
don't say
still,
Orion, I call her Ryan. Sometimes I call her Snooky because that's what my mom called her.
well, either way,
Uh,
like, come here, soup, come here,
she's
sandwich,
running up here now.
come here,
I
bourbon.
blew it.
She's coming. She's gonna jump up into the
What?
chair.
What?
We have a new podcast host, by the way, you all. It is Orion, Daniel's
She'd
dog.
she'd do better. She'd do better than me, honestly. Um,
But that's a very
yeah, I
common misconception about the Derby. So if you're not from Kentucky, when you hear the Kentucky Derby, you think it's a national freaking holiday. I actually talked to my wife about this the other day. Her salon was closed, and she went and got her nails done earlier in the week. And her nail tech was like, "Oh, what are you all doing for Derby? Da 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 da. You have any big plans?" My wife's like, "No, my husband's working." And the nail tech was like, "Working on Derby?"
yeah.
It's like it's not
Like,
a
what?
national holiday, but everyone believes that everybody in Kentucky stops what they're doing at the exact same moment and watches horses run for a minute and a half or a minute or whatever it
Right.
is. Um,
It's kinda weird too because, like, especially at my work, a lot of people dressed up for the derby,
yes,
and
yes.
so, like, we're closed on Saturday and
Hmm.
Sunday, so, like, people dressed up on Friday for the derby with derby hats, derby
Which
dresses,
it's Oaks Day, so
derby.
you can
It
kind of get
is, it
away with
is
it.
Oaks Day. Oh, she's sneaking up. She was trying to crawl up here. Stop. I'm gonna have to start putting you up during this.
But I feel like more people that aren't from Kentucky watch the Derby or go to the Derby than actually people from Kentucky.
I could see that. I could see that. Um, and I typically tune in, and so like, here's the thing: I can't, and 100% can't bet on any horses
No.
because the horse I always bet on ends up like dead last. I don't. I have the worst odds, so I definitely don't, and that doesn't appeal to me because I never win. It's like no matter who I listen to, no matter what random pick I come up with, I'm dead last every time. I just have that kind of luck.
Yes.
So I guess that kind of gets me to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to watch it because the one I'm gonna root for is not gonna win.
So you know what you do? You play it cheap, put $1 on every horse. 9 out of 10 times, if something comes up, unless your horse is like, odds of winning are 1 to 1, like it's guaranteed to win,
Yeah,
you're gonna get at least some of your money back, or make a little bit, because there's only so many horses that can run, anyways, and no
it'd be my
horse.
luck. It'd be my luck. I'd lose money.
Yeah,
I'd be like, okay, well that sucks.
it's also why I don't gamble, because I'm a
True.
loser for gambling.
I don't win a lot of things.
No.
I've been to a casino once, and I didn't go in like with bukus of money to spend, obviously, but I
Hmm.
took like $50 and just used it sparingly throughout the night, and I didn't walk away with any money. I basically threw that $50 bill in there and walked out.
No, I went when we went to Vegas, and I won like $150. So I was like, I'm done. I'm winning Vegas. And then we went to a casino local to us over in Indiana
Hmm.
and lost my bad. I mean, just got whooped, and so I haven't been since.
That's the worst. I kind of want to go back there though, just to try again.
Hmm.
Like now that we're talking about it, I want to try it,
They're good
see
times,
if I would. Yeah.
but I take my chances on slots or card games versus horses.
Hmm. That's fair. That doesn't make sense to me. I would definitely do cards or slots or what's the one where you spin the ball around? It's like a roulette type
Roulette.
thing. Yeah, I feel dumb now, but
It's okay.
yes, um, I would rather do that
Yeah.
than bet on a horse because I feel like my odds are somewhat better, and they're probably worse, honestly.
Now I tell you, like before, I say before I die, but like in somewhat of the near future, I've never been to Derby. I've never been to Oaks.
Mhm.
I would like to go one time for the atmosphere and what it's like, because It always looks wild. It always looks super fun. I don't do the whole dressing up thing though, so
Yeah.
that's kind of turning me off.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I probably wouldn't dress up to the full extent. I probably would
And
wear like just like a suit jacket and that's it.
some
Um,
jeans.
I'd wear suit pants. I'd dress up a
No,
little. I'd be like halfway dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'd do
not
like a
like
business casual. It's like jeans, blazer, nice tie, good pants, and a lot of beer.
a lot of beer. I'd rather spend my money on the beer than the bets.
That's it, but the beer you'd probably lose more money in beer than you do the bets. I promise you. I bet it is expensive up there.
Hmm. I believe it. You go to like so like we'll go to like a Lexington like University of Kentucky basketball game. We used to go to a lot of NBA games. We used to go and watch the Celtics play,
Hmm.
whatnot. You go out there and you go get like a Bud Light. A Bud Light would be $8.
Oh,
I wouldn't spend $8 on a Bud Light to save my life.
but you did.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
That's what I love about ballparks, man. Like cheap beer. You get a
Base
Paps
baseball
for
games always have cheap beer, and that's what I
uh
love.
it depends. Like if you get like a bottle
I
or
go on
something.
dollar beer
Yeah.
nights.
Oh no, I don't. Like we went.
I plan specifically for the dollar beer night.
Myself and the father-in-law went. Like every time I'd go get us one, it was like $8 a pop. So I'm
Mhm.
$16 a trip. But it's I couldn't imagine what Derby beer costed.
Gosh. Okay. Here's a good question, and especially since we are
Drinking?
drinkers during this podcast, mint juleps, yes or no?
No,
And chat, let us know what you all think as well. I'm also a no.
no.
I don't like a mint julep. That is not good.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
like a sweet. I'm not a really big minty person, anyways.
Uh
Like
huh.
if I'm doing gum or something like that, like cool, I'm fine with it. But anything drink wise or food wise that's super minty, I'm out. I'm out.
I agree. I'm right there with you. Also, before we get too far, I meant to read Grace's message. She said, "Never forget that the Derby Museum every field trip in grade school. It was cool the first year. I do remember that trip as
I have
well.
pictures
We used,
of those trips.
yeah, I have pictures as well. But we'd go and you'd see it, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing. Then the next year you go again, and you're like,
This is the same as
okay,
last year.
yeah. And then the third year, by the time you went the third year, like, do I really have to go
But
again?
I always liked it just as an excuse to get out of school.
True, true. So Bob has no idea what a mint julep is.
Good.
So avoid. So I'm gonna pull up the cocktail list for you, so that way I can read off the recipe for you. So in a mint julep, you need mint leaves, simple syrup, bourbon, mint sprig, and bitters. A Angostura bitters. So basically, it's just a minty bourbon,
I'd
and
rather take like a whiskey sour.
I'd rather have a whiskey sour. I'd rather have something else.
I
I don't like mint. Mint is not for me.
Well, you get like that, or you get like a good sex on the beach, screwdriver, anything like that. Like I'm out on a mint
I
julep.
thought we were talking about drinks. I'm kidding. Bad joke. I can see the disappointment on your face right now.
It's okay. It's a constant face I normally wear.
Fair enough. We used to go out. So this is another random comment, but we used to go out to the bars in Lexington, and they always had a Thursday night all you can drink.
Uh-huh.
And so a couple times we went out for the Thursday night all you can drink, and for the most part we would get like a bourbon coke, Sprite, and vodka or something, um, because you're gonna get a mixed drink instead of a beer if it's $10 any drink you want. So one time, me and my fraternity brother Steen, shout out to you, Steen, um, went up there to the bar and we were like, looking around, and some girl said, "I'll take a sex on the beach," and they made hers and she walked away. And we were looking at it and I said, I kind of want to try that. And he's like, I don't want to order that. I said, all right, 2 sets is on the beach and got us both one. And it was good. We
Oh
started
yeah.
getting those routinely because if you're gonna get that for practically under $1, so say like you had like 10 drinks, you spent $1 on a sex on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you always went up there and got drinks for your buddies so that they didn't have to go and get them. So it was always worth it.
I'll say when we
I
did
thought
our
it was awesome.
bartending stream, I made a couple or a sex on the beach, and it's good. It's very good.
It is. Gosh, I want to do a bartending stream again.
I
That'd be
know
cool. We should plan for that again. That'd be
it
a lot
would
of
be
fun.
fun. Bob says if done right, it could be okay, but a minty bourbon sounds weird, and it does.
Okay, so the one time that I went to into Keeneland and got so I didn't go to Louisville. I didn't go to the actual Kentucky Derby at the time. But during the Derby of my senior year, we went to Keeneland, which is in Lexington, also a big horse racing place. And I got a mint julep there. And I was severely disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was because it was there. I don't know if it's because I just don't like mints and bourbon. I don't know. But I probably will not get it again.
It's like two different
But
kinds of burns.
it
Like a
is. It
good
is.
bourbon, like whiskey burn, but then you have like the super cool mint burn at the same time, depending on how strong the mint is in the drink.
And like I like bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
but bourbon's not going to be something that I'm going out of my way to get.
No, same here.
Um and mint is like you said, gum. I like mint gum, but other than that, so
I say that as I have like a bar full of bourbon over here, just tons of it. But you can tell because all the bottles are full. I don't drink
aesthetic
it.
though. It just looks clean.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
makes you feel clean if you drink it. Just
True. Oh my gosh, dude. We are going off on all these tangents, but
oh,
couple
still
months
related to
ago,
Derby, drink and Derby, same thing.
true. True. Couple months ago, I felt miserable. Like I think it was the beginning of January. I just was sick as a dog. Just felt awful with all this like congestion and everything. Just took a little bit of bourbon, took some tea, took some honey, made myself a hot
Hot
toddy.
hottie toddy.
Hottie toddy, man. That's where it's at.
Oh, that's good.
That's a bourbon drink that I can get behind.
I'd drink it regardless if I'm sick or not.
I know, right? But it clears it out. It really makes you feel good. I drank one of those, got in the shower, took a flaming hot shower, dude. Like it probably burnt my skin a little bit. Got out of there, made myself another one, and laid down in bed. Woke up an hour later, and I felt like a new man.
I guarantee it.
I really did. I felt like taking on the world at that point. They can't stop me.
No, ain't nothing gonna break your stride.
Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Oh,
Mm.
I got to keep on moving. This is why they come. They come to hear us sing.
For you singing,
Uh-huh.
I'm down for
Yes. What was the first song we sang?
it.
Oh,
Josie's on a
Josie's on a
vacation far away.
away.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
that was fun.
What and then what did I get stuck in your head? Um
Oh, last night was
yes, I remembered it. So wait, let's lead this up.
Well,
So
we could talk about that on the streams because this son of a
okay.
gun had me singing this all. I about broke out in song after you said it. I about broke out in song.
Should we do it? Should we just tell them or wait?
Do it. Just do it.
Okay, so I saw TikTok and the build up was like I saw it on the 29th and the person or 30th. Is it 30th? How many days are
Yes.
in April? 30
30.
or 31?
30.
Okay. On the 30th and somebody said, "What's the date?" and he looked down at it and like saw that it said the 29th of April. And then he just started like slowly singing the
It's gonna be May.
yeah, no, what's the beginning? Um Every little thing I do never seemed enough for you. And then it just like broke down. You hear a hard guitar in the background. You don't have to and it was just
It
awesome.
was good.
It was really cool. And he had like the harmony, he had like the bass, the tenor, he had him 5 of himself singing it.
It was awesome.
And then at the very end, it's gonna be me.
See, the
I was
thing
like,
is,
oh,
that's not
love
even
it.
what I was thinking. Because that wasn't
Oh,
the one that was stuck in my head.
okay. Well, that's true. That's true. I
That
know
wasn't
what
the
you're
one that
saying.
got stuck in my head, but it is May now.
May. It is May. And also before we get too far away, a hottie toddy, you could use one of those right now, Bob. You are exactly correct.
It would make you feel
Bourbon,
great.
tea, lots of honey, put a orange or a lemon in it. I
We
guarantee
always
you
did lemon.
you'll start feeling better.
Always did
I
lemon.
did lemon. I did lemon as well, but I did see that they were saying like put an orange garnish on it.
It's like a good hard lemon iced tea. But that honey,
Yeah.
boy, that honey, just that sweetness. Woo!
And it's got to be hot. The
Yes,
hotter it is,
the better.
the easier it goes down, better it feels.
And it's not
Um,
hard to force it down, anyways. It tastes good.
oh, it tastes really good. It really does. All right. So I guess off of the whole like derby sidetrack, I guess we should like finally start talking about games and like updates and streams and stuff like that. You cool with that?
I'm down.
Yeah. Do we want to like jump around so that way we can tell about the song that was stuck in your head or
I'm going to save that because I'm going to just break out in song whenever you least expect it.
okay. Okay.
But
Um
last episode, we talked a little bit about the scavengers. I don't think, had it come out yet? It had not come out yet. It had not come out
it
yet.
had not. It had not. We hadn't played it yet.
Well, we've played
So
it
we
now.
finally got it.
We've played it. We used to play. We keep referring back to a game called The Cycle. It's a PvE, player versus environment, PvP, player versus player, quest shooter. So like you had these objectives you go to gain points, and you try to exfil off this world, also while fighting the environment, ice storms, and other players. It was fun. It was
It
good.
was really cool. It was
Uh,
really cool.
there were some pretty big issues on the beginning. Granted, it's very early access. Like that was minus like the alpha or whatever. Was pretty much
Mhm.
like one of the first times it's really been played to the public like that. But other than really not being able to get into or taking a while to get into a lobby with your friends, it played pretty well.
It really did.
It played well. The movement was cool.
Movement was cool. The slides were like really cool. Like kind of like an Apex slide where you just slide unnecessarily far. But when you got up from the slide, you did this like cool little like spin and you went even further.
Mm-hmm.
Was really cool. And they were pretty quick about the patch, honestly.
A day,
So
I believe, one day.
I think it was one day, and then me and Garrett were able to like actually play with one another in the game, which made it very helpful. Um, I just all around thought it was pretty cool. Definitely gave off a new style vibe. While still, yes, it still had like those features that we've seen in other games, such as the cycle. Um, but the whole like surviving the storm,
Mm-hmm.
eating food, having thermal
The
packages,
eating the food
having
was weird.
eating the food was tough. I couldn't remember to do it half the time.
So you use like you have like a stamina bar. So when you run, slide, jump, hit people with melee weapons, whatever, you use stamina. And if you go so long without eating, your stamina bar, if it's full, of course your stamina would go down. But after so long, it would like start taking chunks away from your stamina, so you could never get back to full stamina. And the only way to do it was to eat, which was super sick. It's a very cool, I guess, add to like a survival battle royale kind of style game like that.
Right. Also, the guns were kind of cool. Each of the characters had a different
Signature
style to
weapon.
them, signature weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I kept choosing the sniper guy, and I thought the sniper guy was pretty cool. But the more I watched, I feel like the shotgun chick is
She's
like
nuts.
crazy good. Like you shoot somebody twice and they're dead, whereas like I snipe somebody 3 times and it's like they just lost their shield. I'm like, okay,
I
well,
played her accidentally yesterday and was melting kids with it.
uh-huh.
It was wild.
It's kind of weird because you also have to like craft things and like
Mhm.
research things as you go. Um, and so like I'm slowly learning that research process, but like I imagine it's like Call of Duty where like the more you play with said weapon, the more upgrades you get for it, and the more you go, oh, well, this weapon's actually good. I just need to have this attached, or use it, or research it to this level, or something like that.
Actually, I
Um,
believe it's completely different. So,
really? Okay,
mhm.
then I'm way off base.
Unless I'm wrong, so each person has their own signature weapon, and maybe as you continue to research, it's the same with like attachments. But I'm almost positive that it's just so like I play this dude called what is it? Is it Walden? Something like that. Halden.
Halden.
Uh,
And my guy was Tarek.
Yeah, Tarek. Um,
Tarek.
he has a DMR styled weapon, but I'm pretty sure after you get so far and can research more, it actually it's like a new weapon.
Okay. So are they still gonna be like gray level weapons? You think?
Mm-mm. Well, because when you get your signature, it's a green level. I'm gonna say it's gonna go up in rarity, so it's probably green. Your next one's gonna be a blue, and then a purple probably for your last, or it might be a different style of weapon. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, you want to test that real quick? No, I can't hear you. You just keep going. Um,
Yeah, there we go.
there it is. There it is. Uh, I'm 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 anxious to see how it does. I think it'll definitely do very well in this very little early bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like you said, I think there's a few things that it needs to figure out, such as the party system, such as um the frame drops in the very
Yeah,
beginning
it
of the
definitely needs
game.
some optimization for sure.
When you first get in the game, the frames are just horrendous. But honestly, it's a brand new game, and they did not promise like, hey, this is gonna run well. It's gonna be the next this. It's a free game. It's not. They didn't come out swinging like Cyberpunk or Anthem or something and then not
And
deliver.
just
It's
flop.
like
Yeah.
hey, we're working on this, but you can play it right now, and people are like, oh heck yeah, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what happens with it.
I'm excited to see where it goes. It's got potential. It definitely has potential.
I have seen a couple of people from the cycle that I remember playing with. Caught a few games with them. Actually, even caught a couple games with Oxford.
Did
Um,
you?
he's a pretty awesome guy. I don't know if you all remember him, but he also streams. He also has a podcast. Apparently, I just learned that, and he also 3D prints. So I was like asking him questions back and forth, like, what about this? Well, how'd you do this? Well, tell me how you did this. Just kind of like, did that work for you? Will this work for me? So that was kind of cool to kind of like throw some ideas off of him and
Yeah.
see where that would take me.
Play it off one
Um,
another. Play some
yeah,
ideas. Yeah.
dude, did you know his daughter was getting married?
Mm-mm.
She got married last week.
I didn't know he was old enough to have a daughter who was old enough to
I
get
didn't
married.
know. I didn't know he had a daughter that was old enough to marry, and that blew my mind. Blew my mind. So yeah, shout out to Oxford. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for Scavengers. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Um, and I think there's a couple other games that I'm excited to really push here too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're probably leaning the same direction, aren't you?
I believe so. If we're thinking of the right game,
We are. We
Apex.
just played it earlier. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of a bunch of different games, but the one I was going to next was
Season 9 is upon us.
Season 9.
We got 2 days.
Prepare for battle.
season ends tomorrow, and I think the new season starts on Tuesday. So
That's gonna be so
I
cool,
am
dude. I can't
pumped.
wait. Okay, so after watching the trailer for season 9, and if you have not watched that trailer for season
Watch
9,
it.
pause. Pause right now. Go click on that link on YouTube. It's not below. Sorry, I'm not linking it below. Click on that link. Go listen. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Go watch that video and then come back, play, resume, and then hear what we have to say. But
It's gonna be wild.
it's gonna be nuts. And I honestly can't decide if I'm going to be more excited about A, the new legend, B, the bow, or C. Did I say C?
Mm-hmm. You
Did I
haven't
do
said C.
ABC or one, two,
You've done
three?
AB so far.
Okay, I didn't know if I did 1, 2, 3 or ABC. So it's easy as you.
This is
I gotta quit. I gotta quit. Okay, so
or C.
C,
Yeah.
3v3
Arena.
arena.
That's gonna be sick.
That's gonna be so stinking cool. Like between those three, they needed something like that. And like I don't believe when people say, "Oh, dude, that game is dead." Like nobody plays that game. That's you're
Lie.
full of it. That's full of it.
Yeah.
Anybody who says Fortnite is dead, you're full of it.
Yeah.
There are
The battle royale
thousands
scene
and
is
thousands of
still.
people that play that.
Yeah, they're probably all of, well, maybe not, Fortnite's not at its highest,
Oh yeah,
but
I
it's
agree with
not
that.
gone.
Oh, it's not gone at all.
Apex is actually just like, in my opinion, is skyrocketing right now. Like, what other battle royale style game says pause? We have a battle royale. What about a 3v3 where you and then one other squad, don't worry about a third party or anybody else, and duke it out and see who's better?
Hmm.
That is
I
sick.
think that's awesome. I think that is insanely cool, and I honestly think that I don't think Apex has hit every single season. Like I don't think that
No,
it's been a. I think it's been hit, slight hit, miss, and I think they're about to hit again.
I think they're
I
gonna
think
hit.
I think it took a big dip, honestly, and I think they lost a lot of player base. But did the game die? Not a chance.
Mhm.
And I think that this 3v3 is going to do nothing but bring people back because I'm honestly just
I'm
I
pumped.
can't wait for that 3v3. I think that sounds the coolest.
I haven't been excited for like I get excited for different games, new games coming out, but I've never been excited for a game that I consistently play for something new. Cuz like it had just been another season, like, oh, it's just another season, we get another new legend and they're going to change the map. Like, no. It's a new season, new legend, new weapons. They've updated the map. They've added a completely different style of play that a battle royale has never seen. So it's like a 3v3 buy phase, almost like Valorant, CS, something to that style. Um,
Roadco.
Rogue Company with the god tier movement of Apex. I mean, that is unreal. Unreal. So
Apex still to this day has the best movement in a game I've ever played.
I would still argue Apex is probably one of the top two, if not number one, battle royales made. I think it was done very well.
I think so too. Um, I do like
I know you're Fortnite at heart, though. I know that's your.
I okay, so yes. When I got into the battle royale scene, I started playing Fortnite. When Apex came out, I played the heck out of Apex, and I still tried to play as much Fortnite. Fortnite just kind of got to the point where like I didn't keep up.
With the
It
building
got
and
too build
yeah.
heavy, and that was not something that I was passionate about. And then when I switched to mouse and keyboard, I wasn't going to reteach myself how to play Fortnite.
It was
If I
rough.
didn't have to reteach myself, God, I got the hiccups. If I didn't have to teach myself how to build from scratch, I think I would have kept playing Fortnite for a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from Warzone, I don't like Warzone
I
because
think
of
Warzone's in its worst state it's been since the game came out.
I think you're right. I think Warzone does nothing but just trigger me. even more. Um, I don't want to play Warzone at all.
Full of hackers.
I I
Gun
also do, it is so full
and
of
guns
hackers.
so unbalanced. It's not even crazy. Everyone runs the same 2 or 3 weapons.
Hmm.
It's rough.
And then I also don't want to play any of. And I never enjoyed PUBG. I went back and tried it on PC because I had it on Xbox. And everybody told me that it's so much better on PC and you have to play it on PC and it's worth it and you have to spend money on it. $40 for PUBG. And honestly, I returned it the next day. It was not worth $40.
PUBG is better on computer, I think. But
I
it's such a change of
I
pace from
didn't
most battle royales. It's so slow.
I didn't enjoy it regardless of Xbox or PC. I
But
didn't
that
think it was my style game.
well, that's one like if you're a big like Tarkov player or a big like kind of more of a simulation style, that's your game. I mean, there's legitimate like hardcore recoil in the game.
Right.
It's not like, oh, you got the higher ground, you got the advantage. Like, no, I landed a headshot, it's over kind of thing.
Right. Right.
Um, it's completely that is probably the most far out of the battle royales that I have played or play.
Mhm.
Just because it's a lot slower. Like you have to put gas in a vehicle to use it.
Yeah.
You can run
I
out of
do not like
gas.
that. I do not
Um,
like that. I like fast pace.
it's
I
slower.
want the
Yeah,
game to get going. I want the game to start. I wanna fight a team. I wanna try to move on to the next game and win.
which is why like I say, I think Apex is probably top tier.
I think so.
It's quick movement, but a fight's not like 2 seconds and over. Like you can have a longer fight and enjoy the game, um, or you just have those. I mean, you just run through, stack the damage on, get the good positioning, but it's not. You don't have to rely on building to make a 4-star hotel with Wi-Fi and satellite TV. You don't have to do that. It's all about positioning and angles, but you can flip the script. If you're on the bottom side, you can, with the different legends abilities, you can swap just completely flip everything with a drop of a hat.
Right. Right.
Um, Everyone has an even playing field when it comes to abilities. I mean, granted, it's not like us playing a guy like Asu, like an Apex Pro. Like, it's different. We're going to die. You're going to die to a pro in any game. But people of our skill level, when we're playing against people of our skill level, no matter what, it could change in an instant and be over, which is what I love about Apex, I think.
Mhm. I agree with that. I think I think Blake did not like what you had to say. He said,
About
"Hold up."
Warzone,
Yeah.
I
He
know
said, "Hold
I
up."
know he's a big Warzone fan. He likes
Yeah.
Warzone a lot, but I do believe that Warzone's probably in its worst state that it's been since the game
I
came
think
out.
so too. It's not everything you see on TikTok, on YouTube, on streams, on it just like in
Like people
let's
using
see.
a FAR in like 3 shots, it's like somebody's down or
Right.
it's rough.
The event that they had, which they had crazy amounts of people watching and playing, of course, it crashed their server what 2, 3 times.
hmm
I know that was hard. That
And
was
I'm not
hard for
even
anybody
talking
trying
like
to.
server based. I'm just talking straight gameplay. They don't have an
Oh
anti cheat
yeah,
system. Anti cheat is garbage. I see cheaters everywhere. That's all I see on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter. And like I said, it's like everyone's using the same class. Like
right.
there's no diversity. There's people that do. They stand out or they try to make themselves stand out from using different stuff, but you can't compete with the meta. And there's a meta in Apex, of course, but I could beat you with the Mosey just as easy as you could beat me with the R301. It all just depends on where you're at and if I can land my shots.
Right.
There every gun can be viable minus the L Star. L Star sucks. I hate it.
L Star, L Star, worst gun in the game 2021
Facts.
confirmed, and 2020, and probably 2019.
I remember when it came out. It's probably season
3, I think.
3. Yeah, I was gonna say because it was a care package weapon. and it was like you don't
It
have to
came out when I
reload.
stopped playing.
You don't have
Yeah.
to reload, but it just overheats and takes forever for it to cool down so you can use it again.
Yeah, just not an L-Star fan. It just was not viable.
Mm-mm.
Um, but anyways, I'm excited. I think the bow is going to be kind of filthy.
It's
Honestly,
gonna be sick.
I think it's gonna be a little too much. Oh look, there's Orion.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi Ryan. She looked over as soon as you said that. That's funny. Um, I think the bow is going to be kind of overpowered though for a second. And I think Valky's going to be too overpowered as well. I think her movement is like top tier now. Like I watched somebody use her
Mm-hmm.
and basically was just like floating on the map. You know what I'm saying?
I've watched videos on her, and I think she's probably gonna be the most balanced of a new legend that they've come out with in a long time. Because like Horizon came out, and still to now is just unreal with her her Q ability.
Hmm.
Fuse, I wasn't impressed with Fuse. I've never seen anybody really impressed with Fuse.
I don't think when he first came out, his like ability was insane. It like you only got grenades flying in, and it was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't see Fuse hardly ever now.
But I'm excited for Valkyrie. I think she'll be. I think she's gonna be a good addition to the Legend lineup.
I think so too. I think I'll spend money on her too.
I will. I
I
will.
spent money on Lifeline and Octane. I'm probably gonna spend money on Valkyrie as well.
She looks too sick not to.
I know, right?
Especially because she has a skin
Um,
that looks like Master Chief.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is so stinking cool. Um, I guess do you wanna skip a few and talk about what's coming up that you're about to do?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Since we're kind of on that topic as well.
So yeah, we're on Apex. Let me get a little comfy here so I can talk about this. On the what we say, Bob. I think Bob's still in here. I think it's the 22nd of next month, May 22nd.
22nd.
Second to
This month.
last Saturday of May. I am going to be hosting an Apex Legends duos kill race tournament. So pretty much get a teammate, you and one other person. You're just gonna hop into a public match. We're not gonna do ranked or anything like that. Trying to make it as somewhat easy as possible. And we're gonna have X amount of hours. I haven't decided on the time frame yet. But you have X amount of hours to get as many kills as possible. That's literally about it. I'm probably gonna do a payout for first, second, and third place for it.
Sure.
And it's all hosted by me. Cobra, me and Dan are actually getting together. We're getting a graphic put together to put it out. If you are interested, I'm gonna have that actually in my personal Discord, but I'll also probably make an event for it for the community Discord as well. But again, no, real quick, I just saw this come up. Blake, there is no buy-in, so it's completely free to play. I'm just gonna pay out to the winners, first, second, and third place, just to kind of for you. I just lost sound. There we go.
There you go.
For you
Sorry.
being there and just playing. So, like I said, I think the signups. I'm gonna put the signups in my personal Discord, but there'll also be a spot in the community Discord for anybody else, and then I'll get a full tally then and see. And if we get more teams than expected, we might do more payouts than just first, second, third. We might go down to fifth. But May 22nd, if you're interested, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a time, and I'm going to have a length of how long we're gonna do it. So be tuned for that. I'm probably gonna try to get that out this week. That way people can kind of plan for it and prepare. Find your teammate. Because it's not gonna be random. It's gonna be you select your teammate. Try your best. So yeah, May 22nd, I'm gonna be hosting.
Try your best. You mean try my best to win?
Yeah, I definitely want people. I definitely want I want some real competition. I
Real competition.
I'd like to get quite a few teams in there. I have no issue paying out for a little bit more teams if we can get more people to host, because this is actually going to be the first event that I've personally ever hosted. I know you've
Yeah.
done some for like Rocket League, like some little Rocket League tournaments and stuff.
Mhm.
But I'm hosting. I'm handling the payouts and everything. So it's gonna be fun. I think we can get a lot of people involved. It's gonna be a cool way to kind of kick off the new season for Apex. Um, and all in all, it's there just to have a good time, hang out. Maybe win a couple bucks and roll. So
I like that. I'm excited too. I wonder if the Octane Revenant um like
not with the Octane buff,
duo.
not with the nerf he's apparently about to get.
True, true.
If that's the case, that he's gonna lose all his player base.
I know. Cause like he just got good. Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody was using Octane until like this past season.
And I know you've got something exciting. Just came back. You were doing a little bit of it before we hopped in here. Do
Hmm.
you want to let the people know on that?
About the day before.
Well, that and there's also a game mode that came out for a game that you play fairly
Oh, okay, okay. Well, Garrett did
frequent.
just kind of mention this. I do occasionally do little tournaments with Rocket League. And Rocket League actually just came back out with Gridiron. I don't know if you remember that, but that was the football mode that came out due to the NFL.
Was
When
it
did it come out last time? It was like,
Super Bowl?
I think it was Super
Was it for
Bowl.
the Super Bowl?
But they came out with this one for the draft. So the NFL draft was like this past what, Friday? When was it?
Start
Thursday, Friday, something like
started,
that.
I believe. Yes.
I apologize. I don't watch football. So, I'm more of a basketball guy myself. But anyways, that mode came out, and so a lot of people have been playing Gridiron. It's pretty cool. It's a 4v4. You got a football. It's kind of like that mode where you got like the spikes and like it sticks to your car and you drive around with it. So you catch the football, you drive around until somebody tackles you, and then you lose the ball. But you can also throw the ball. So you can kind of like they'll kick it off to you, you grab it, you can run it back, you can throw it to a teammate can score it. It's a really, really fun limited time mode. So if you have not already tried out the Gridiron in Rocket League, try it. It is well worth the try. Really cool mode, honestly. Really cool mode. Um, and yeah, I only played like one or two games of it so far. I need to find some friends to play with and just have at it. Just full send it, you know?
And then you were bringing up something else that we were getting ready to talk about. Also coming up this month and the day before my duos tournament. If you want to enlighten the people,
I
I think we
do.
talked
I
about it a little
do.
bit, but you've added some to that since then.
We have. So you all remember when I was saying that on May 21st, Knockout City is coming out. And that's that dodgeball game that I'm so excited about. And I even said that I was going to do a cosplay stream where I dress up as White Goodman from the Global Gym Purple Cobras. Um, I think that's going to be super cool. I think it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to have that persona of White Goodman. I think it's kind of like a Dr. Disrespect kind of mentality right there, like I'm better than you, you can't stop me. I'm so cool, Um, cram it up your cram hole, LaFleur, stuff like that. Can't wait to quote them. I'm gonna say all quotes about them. But I've added to it since my birthday subathon went so well. I decided it might be time for another subathon. So I'm going to do Cobra's Dodgeball Subathon. We're going to play Knockout City. I'm going to dress up as White Goodman. And we're going to do a subathon all at the same time. And if you're not familiar what a subathon is, for every sub, there's going to be different rewards. So for every 5 subs, we're going to have a dance party. Not every 15, but after 15 subs, I'm going to shotgun a beer. For 25 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway from a road starter kit, and so on and so forth. Um, there's 100 subs for a horror game. Last time we made it past the 80 subs to play a horror game on stream,
Mm-hmm.
and that sucked. I was terrified.
I could tell.
Honestly, didn't sleep that night. Um, I'm still playing around with the graphic. Probably going to change a few things on it. But right now, and this might change, 500 subs, I buzz my hair off completely, just all the way off. and I don't know if that's gonna change yet. Um, but I'm honestly debating on just rolling with it, honestly.
For the
So
head shave.
the head shave, like I've never had my head shaved. I think that would be the weirdest thing. But might have to here in a second.
I think you can pull it off.
We'll see. We'll see. I might look hideous. What's your rank in car soccer? I think I'm somewhere in plat now. But yeah, I just looked over at chat.
No, you're good.
Um, Blake asked what my rank was. Beard goes with it too. No chance. No chance. Just the head. Beard is staying. Unless you want to personally get me to 500 subs, then maybe the beard will go too. So I'm
There
not
you go,
sure.
Blake.
But yeah, I'm stoked. I think it's gonna be super cool. Might come up with a few different ones and change out a few things. I'm not sure. Um, I think last time we ended, I think we ended at oh my gosh, where did we end? I think we were at 87,
Mm-hmm.
87 or 88. So we'll see. Maybe we could get further. Maybe not.
We'll
Maybe
find
I'll get
out.
rated by like somebody huge, thinking that the White Goodman costume's really funny. So who knows?
We'll find out on May 21st.
We'll find out. Also, speaking of getting rated, I got a follow last night that somebody came in and he said, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, "Yo, how'd you find the channel? How'd you find me?" He said, "I honestly was just scrolling through and then I read here for the beer and I thought this is my guy." And so he tuned
That's
in.
awesome.
I
That's
was like,
awesome.
"That's what I like to hear." Here for the beer.
Speaking of here, not necessarily anywhere, but the podcast. Um, I kind of want. We all want to touch base with you, the listeners, the viewers, and kind of see who do you think would like be a good fit for guests. If you have any idea for guests for the podcast, it's getting about that time in the season where we're ready to bring that bring that first guest on. Blake, I know you're getting ready to type in chat and say me. I understand, and we will have you soon. I promise you. But if you have ideas, if there's certain there it is. If you have ideas for certain content creators or anything like that, let us know. Reach out to us here. Let us know via Twitter, Facebook. It's not Cat Blake. I promise we're gonna get you on here. It's not.
It's funny because it comes through on your end, and then you say something about it, and then I watch, and 5 seconds later it pops up on my end.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
But if you all have any ideas, send it to us via DM on Facebook, Twitter. Us individually here on the podcast, of course, we'd like to know what y'all think, who y'all want. So
True.
I guess
Go
ahead.
Before I know I know where you were trying to go next for the question one, but we kind of skipped this to talk about Apex, so I kind of want to backtrack one quick second.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me about content creation. Tell me how your week's going. Tell me what you're planning on doing this week, and how are streams going? What's new?
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Streams went good this week. I changed my schedule. We talked about this last episode. I actually missed the Tuesday stream. I ended up getting caught up at work, especially with it being towards the end of the month. It's kind of hard for me to get out, but missed Tuesday. The day stream on Thursday was a blast. Always is. Definitely one of my favorite streams through the week. And then Saturday, banger as always. Drank a little bit too much, and
What?
but we had fun. It was a good time. Played a little bit of Scavengers. Played a little bit of Apex. And then content wise, put out a couple TikToks, a couple YouTube shorts. I actually, as this podcast started, I had a video publish, so it's out right now on my YouTube. Other than that, probably same schedule next week. And like I said, get the information out for the tournament and probably work on another video. Yeah, that's about it. What about you?
I had a pretty good week. Um, let's see. I what did I Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I streamed on Monday. What did I stream on Monday? On Monday, I did Apex, okay. And then I did a little bit of Scavengers on Wednesday, to first try it out, and then, Scavengers and then Apex right after that on, Saturday as well. Um, I had a pretty good week. It was a little slower than the week before. Um, had tons of interaction. We did a lot of Rocket League. Um, and I knew it was going to be a little less action this week since I'd be trying something completely new.
Mm-hmm.
But I was curious. I did want to try this new game out. Um, did want to play some Apex, so that was good to get some games in. But I might swing over do some Rocket League again this week. Maybe swing over do some Apex as well. Um, I'm not sure. We'll see. Had a lot of people swing by. Um, I'm actually like flying through followers right now. We started at the beginning of last month,
Mm-hmm.
barely at 600. Had a tough time getting past 600. I am now at 686 followers.
Nice.
We're almost to 700, man. We're going to get
Getting
that
there.
quick, and then I hope it'll be shortly before we reach 1,000. I'd love to hit that 1K mark on Twitch. I think that'd be awesome.
It's cool. I've hit like mine's the opposite. I've hit a pretty big wall on the follows here recently. Actually, I lost more followers than I gained this week. But
Oh
I'll go
shoot.
through, I go through spans of that. Like you'll sit there and you'll snag like 100, followers in the span of a month, and then you'll lose some, and then you might get, you know, 20 or 30 the next month. It comes in waves. But I'm
Mhm.
glad to hear that you are flying through. I'm ready to see that 1K under Cobra Concept on Twitch. It's
I am
back.
too, man. I cannot wait, and I hope I get that soon. Um, but again, I say this every week. So far this year has been tremendous
Mm-hmm.
compared to the last 2 years, and I hope we can just keep that momentum. Since January, it's just been right here. It's
Yep.
just been on that steady end line. If we can just keep that going to the end of the year,
I'm ready to see it like, boo,
oh, I know. The
to the
moment, so like,
moon, to the moon.
if I could give you like, here's the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Here is 2018. I think I
Mm-hmm.
went about right here. 2019, I think I kind of did this for a second, then went back up, and then 2020 so far went right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then has stayed about right here. Now, if I could go right here to right there,
Yeah, it'd be sick.
we'd be in business. Like we'd be flying, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely.
Um, but we had a great night last night. It was a pretty fun stream.
We did.
Um, I actually just came up with a new sound command um that I particularly really love. So every single time we'd start into a game, I'd be like, "All right, let's go," and somebody would type in exclamation point, "Let's go," and you hear the sound effect of the baby going, "Let's go," and it was really funny. And I don't know why it was so funny, but we spammed it so many
Oh, I
times.
know.
There was one time where Garrett died, and I don't remember who we were playing with at the time, but our third died as well. And I had gotten rid of like the delay so it doesn't like just every minute you type it in, it changed back to where it was like you could spam it wherever you want. And so I finally just had to stop where I was at and go back into my settings and change it because all I heard was let's go, let's go, let's go, just like repeated.
Mm.
It got to the point where I was like, okay, well, do this anymore. There I see Bob over there in chat
Let's
saying, "Let's
go.
go." What's up, MVP? Good to see you, man. I see you in chat as well.
Oh, no, what
And we're
up,
saying
MVP?
in MVP, although he should be the MVP.
He is MVP. MVP is
Yeah.
MVP.
But yeah, dude, it was hilarious, and I think I was driving Garrett
It
nuts
was
with it.
well because every time, like, I can't hear it on his stream, but every time it would happen, he would say it. Is the thing. So
Let's
and so
go.
I could tell it was going on chat because it'd do it. And he'd go, "Let's go," and it's just all the time. It was hilarious. It was funny.
It was really good. I honestly can't wait to start
Uh-huh.
spamming that in just about
Oh
everything
yeah,
you play.
I can tell. Last night was the start of something different.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess now it's time of the podcast. We want to open up the floor to you all. If you've got questions, recommendations, uh, ideas, anything. If there's anything you want to say, wanted to say throughout the entire episode, now is the time to get those in chat. And while you all are doing that, we we can do our taste test results like we did last
Yep.
time.
Yep. So you guys got like maybe 5 minutes to type it out if you need to, um, and come up with all those questions.
You want to go
Do you
first? You
want
want me
me?
to?
It doesn't matter. Do you want to go first?
I don't care. I can.
Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead.
So, Voodoo Ranger IPA. Uh, it is good. It is very good. Not a super dry beer, so it's kind of nice. Like I don't feel like I'm all beer cotton mouthed out of it.
Right.
A very good citrusy flavor with a very hoppy aftertaste. Uh, Overall, a very solid beer. I would recommend this to anybody. I'd definitely get it again. Probably one of my favorites out of the Voodoo Rangers I've had.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm kind of excited. It's two podcasts back to back, two episodes back to back that I've had some pretty solid beer. I think maybe even three. I think all three episodes have been good. I'm probably gonna go right at about a 7.
A 7.
Yeah, 7.2 probably. I mean, it's very good beer. I definitely would recommend this to anybody. And if I'm in the mood for an IPA or something a little heavier than just light beer, I definitely go for this again.
Nice. I like that. Um, I I like that one. That one's one of my favorite
Yeah,
Voodoo Rangers
it was
as well.
good.
So I'm glad you thought that way as well. Um, and so I'm gonna do mine real quick. Again, the Sierra Nevada, the Summer Break. It's a session hazy IPA. This is what it looks like. Looks like all these hops on the lake. There's a tire swing right there. My pointer
It's
finger.
such a cool can.
Really cool can. Probably one of the coolest cans I've seen in a while. Gets me amped for the lake. It's family owned, operated, and argued over. So that's really cool. 4.6. Although it's kind of hidden a lot harder because I haven't eaten since like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That'll do it.
and it is 7, so maybe I should go eat some. Honestly, this is so freaking good. This was really good. It was really gave me vibes of the Brewdog hazy IPA. The one that you tried. You tried the hazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I
you
did
tried
Elvis
the
Juice and Punk.
you did the punk.
Yes.
Okay. Hazy is my first favorite, and then the punk is my second of Brewdog.
Okay.
Um, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to give this one an 8 on the dot.
That's pretty good.
It's really good. I'm
That's
gonna have
pretty
to bring
good.
you one of these.
I'm down to try it. It looks good.
I'm right here on my second one. Like I'm about to finish it off
Now,
right here.
does it give the summer vibe?
I would drink this outside mowing the lawn, sitting around the fireplace on the lake, grilling.
Okay.
Yes,
Any
I
warm
get
weather
a
activity?
total warm weather summer activity vibe. Drink this. You totally get the summer break feel. I'm pretty impressed with this.
Awesome.
And like
That's good to hear.
initially drinking it, it was kind of like a this is good. But then afterwards I was like, this is good.
I could
I
tell when
like
you
them.
first started, and you said you wish you'd grabbed another one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Uh,
Couldn't keep that one a secret.
so
Too
real
excited
quick,
about it.
Blake is saying a conspiracy theory episode. Grace said season 2, episode 8, where we did the Mandela effect.
Oh, true.
That was a good one. But I definitely like a cool, like really diving into some conspiracies would be super sick.
I think we do need to do a conspiracy theory
Mm-hmm.
episode. And like, yes, the Mandela effect is super cool, but like we need to like break all of these different conspiracy theories apart and talk about these because I got on a kick on I think it was Thursday. On Thursday, I watched video after video after video after video for like 4 hours on conspiracy theories from this guy on TikTok, and I was sucked in. Like I just was like, "This is the coolest thing." Um, one of them that particularly caught my interest. What's the what was the director for Nickelodeon? Dan something.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you okay? You know that whole conspiracy theory?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that one was wild. I really was kind of blown away by it, and like was sitting there reading about how there was tweets and stuff, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. I've never thought about that, and so like I wanted to look it up after that. So I think it'd be really cool to come up with something like that.
Yeah,
I think Blake is
a
on it.
full like conspiracy theory episode would be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Uh, Blake says he's got to be the guest for that one.
Okay.
And then John Meredith says game show.
Ooh, John, I like that one. A game show would be cool, and I still am trying to figure out how I'm going to do my game show um,
Cause you're doing like an
for
awards,
an
correct?
award show. Not
Yeah.
really a game show. You're right, an award show. So I think that'd be cool. I think a game show would be kind of cool. We'll have to think about that.
Mm-hmm. Grace said Dan Schneider might be his
Yes,
name.
Dan Schneider, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Blake says that was the most damn I ain't trying to have him on here laugh I've ever heard from Cobra.
Oh, BS, man. That was BS. I, of course, would love to have you on here, Blake.
I would be down to have you on here for the
It's
conspiracy
Garrett who
episode.
keeps telling me no.
Okay, he's lying. That is Blake. Put the hats back in chat, please. Put the hats back in chat. Jonathan said, "Still Bob, just different account."
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, yeah,
Well, welcome Bob, different account.
yeah. Oh man.
I'd say
Um,
while you all are finishing up, question. Oh, here we go. What if we mixed random beers? Or we mix beers together. It's like a beer
okay.
cocktail.
So, before we get too much further, there is a company in New Zealand, and I cannot find it anywhere around here or anything similar to it. Um, and they don't ship out of New Zealand. But the idea is it's a can. So you got your can, you peel the label off the middle, and it breaks apart into two small cans like this. And one of them was like cinnamon something. This one's like apple something. This is just an example. They had like all kinds of flavors. And so you'd pour one into here, you'd pour one into here. You could sip them individually and they tasted well, or you could combine them, stir them, drink them, and it was like a completely different flavor and blew your mind. And if I could find that, oh, I would drink that on the podcast easily. But I can't find anything similar to that that we can get our hands on. And I think that'd be super cool. But as far as mixing together, it'd be hard because some things don't go well together, but I bet you could find a few things that would mix well together. That is a very interesting take, and I would be interested in looking into something like that. Um,
What is it?
just mixing stuff together. I was saying how that I sent it to you a long time ago, where you take the can, you take the label off, and there was two different beers, and then you pour them in
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking
Like two
about.
little mini beers.
Yes, those were really cool. Um, yes, me and Blake have something in common. Wink, wink. It really was good though.
That
Yes,
would that would be good.
laughing.
Uh,
Garrett's over there laughing.
Grace asks if we were to make a beer, what flavor would it be?
Wow.
That's hard.
Wow.
That's hard.
I don't know if I could give you an answer on that yet.
Mine would be like something citrus. Definitely.
I think I agree. I think it would be something citrusy.
But I don't know if I'd go for like an IPA or if I'd go for an ale.
I'd go for something not so hoppy. I think I'd go with something more um smooth.
Like a citrus
Um
kind of lager style.
dude, like if I could mix a Blue Moon with a Yingling Flight. Oh my god, what if we mix a Blue Moon and a Yingling Flight?
I don't know I don't know how that'd be.
I don't either, but like those are two of my favorites. I kind of okay. I might like combine Grace's and Blake's question at the same time.
There you
That
go.
would be
Two birds,
interesting.
one stone.
Two birds, one stone. Boom, shakalaka. I kind of want to try that now. I'm like intrigued.
I can
Wow,
see your brain working right now. It's
it,
scary.
it is working. Like yeah, like it's usually collecting dust, but like now the gears are starting to turn. So
Mhm.
that's pretty cool.
I guess with that, does anybody else have any questions, comments,
Concerns, snide remarks.
recommendations? While y'all are typing that out real quick, once again, make sure you all go and check out our merch store. It is linked in the bio of this live stream right now as we speak.
As well as all of the podcast episodes. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, look at the bottom right there below.
So check that out. Make sure, like I said, you follow us on Twitter, Facebook. And then if you're on the YouTube channel or if you're not on the YouTube channel, come to the YouTube channel, Brews&TheBoys podcast, and drop us a sub completely free. And any video you see, give it a like, give it a share, comment. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Just definitely helps, with the momentum of everything here.
And real quick, I know it can be a little confusing because we're kind of confused by this as well. When you get on to YouTube and you go and you look at, let's see, where's my subscriptions at? You type in Brews and the Boys. Okay. You click on the podcast. Hey, we just got a subscriber just now. Holy
Oh,
crap. Thank
welcome.
you to whoever just subscribed. You look at it and you see, okay, uploads. You see 1 week ago, streamed 6 days ago. So you've got like episode 1, you got episode 2. Did you fix it?
Yeah, it's saved now. It's a VOD now.
Oh, okay. So like this one's gonna be a VOD too.
I think it takes like a day or so to process, but it will process into a VOD just like episode 2 did.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of dumb, but
All good.
just okay. But if you don't see that episode and you're like, why? I know it came out. Go to playlist, click on that playlist where it says season 3, and then right there you'll be able to see all 3 of those different episodes. Click on there, find the episode that was just live if it's not already on there, and boom, it's
You
right
can
there.
see us.
You can see us.
So it's looking like we are. Wait, no other questions or anything right now. I want to give one more quick shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you all again for the continued support for 3 seasons now. That's nuts. So we appreciate
Kind of
you all.
wild.
It is very wild. We appreciate you all. Also, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon subscriber, you can get some exclusive rewards. I believe tier 1's like a sticker. Tier 2 is a couple stickers and like a poster.
Tier 1 is you can subscribe for $1 if I'm remembering correctly. Tier 2 you can get it's $6, you get stickers. Tier 3 is $17 and you get 2 posters and 2 shirts.
So pretty cool. If you're interested in that, like I said, is in the bio of this episode and every episode.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, do you have any final remarks? Anything you want to say to anybody?
Get the Sierra Nevada summer break. Beer is good.
I was going to say beer's good, so you took mine from me.
I apologize.
No, you're
If
good.
you'd like to see anything and you did not say something about it, send us a message. Let us know. You can let us know on Twitter, Facebook, uh, our social medias, Snapchat, text if you have our number, whatever. Just let us know.
So speaking of social medias, where can the people find you at once again?
You can find me on Twitter, concept_Cobra, Twitch, Cobra Concept, Instagram, Cobra Concept, Twitch, Facebook, Cobra Concept, TikTok, Cobra Concept, Twitch, YouTube, Cobra Concept. I apologize. That was a
Damn.
mouthful. You can just look up Cobra Concept. I'm sure you'll find it. Nobody has my name. So that's kind of like the cool part about that. I can pretty much get whatever platform I want. Nobody's going to get my name.
There you go.
So, yeah. What about you, Garrett? Where can they find you?
Of course, the people can find me on pretty much all social media platforms at Desperate Saint, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and then of course also find all the Brews and the Boys social media: Twitter at Brews and Boys, Facebook Brews and the Boys, YouTube Brews and the Boys podcast, and any major streaming platform: Spotify, Google, Apple at Brews and the Boys. So, we good? Anything else to say? Blake, thank you for that. We appreciate you. Hope your Miguel's tasted goated. I know it is. But,
Sounds good.
ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, thank you for hanging out with us for another episode of the Brews and the Boys podcast. I'm one of your favorite co-hosts, Garrett, a.k.a. Desperate Saint. And as always, I've got my good friend,
Dano, a.k.a. The Cobra Concept.
the Cobra, the one and only Cobra Concept.
Because there's no other people using Cobra Concept other than Ford.
Bingo.
Oh.
We love you. We appreciate you. And as always, crack a cold one for us.
Get your brew on.